Very unfortunate for Mr. Pape. On the 10th hole here, Ray Payne going for it. Oh, very unfortunate. 4 or 5 inches from the hole. Alan Gardner going for it. Oh, very unlucky. A matter of inches once more. And now to David Hart. There she goes. And falls short by a few feet. And down she goes. And here we are on the 11th. David Hart getting ready to tee off. And away she goes. And on the 11th again, Mr. Mark Pape. Oh, beautiful. Heard that whizzing down the old fairway. Unfortunately, Ray Payne's went into the trees. Here Alan Gardner going for the 11th. Oh yes, very nicely. And here's Glenn Thompson on the 12th. A shot of about 150 yards. Oh, and it's skimming through the grass and just down the edge of that bank, ending up about 80 yards from the hole. Oh, and that's a shot by Mr. Tibbs, and it's still on the green. Is it going to hold? No, unfortunately he's just gone off the edge. And there's the second group teeing off on the 12th, hard on the heels of the first group. Intense competition here today, ladies and gentlemen. All going for the White Horse Open and the coveted trophy, plus of course the 2 bottles of Maine champagne. There's our arch rivals, the Mouthpieces, who were sounding off earlier about the play of our chaps. We'll deal with them later in the clubhouse. Mr. Tibbs on the 12th, up she comes. Oh, nicely played. A little bit abrasive though, a little bit past the hole. Missed the hole there by about 10 to 12. Nice shot. Just unfortunately short of the hole. Some debating on the 12th. Well, we'll have to leave it here, ladies and gentlemen, on the 12th hole, or our batteries are running down and I'll have to away and get them changed. Now we are back at the clubhouse whilst we're checking off the equipment. The other players, the first group are now away from the 13th hole, and now the second group are playing off the 13th. Ray Payne lining up for his shot. Seems to be some delay here, ladies and gentlemen. Not exactly sure why. Maybe waiting for people to get off the fairway. Unfortunately, you can't quite see that far. So, we'll leave them till they're ready to tee off. And here goes Raymond Payne on the 30th. Oh, and it's a cracking shot. Away down the fairway there. Mark Pape going next. Nice and easy. And into that rocket. And last but not least, Mr. Guy. And it's nice to be back with you now here, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming up onto the 17th hole there. Sorry for the slight break between yeah, sorry, as I was saying, due to technical problems beyond our control, we were unable to bring the other holes. But we're back on cue now on the 17th, and we just missed a fine shot there by Mr. Sibbald from about 150 yards. Very good shot, really. And now the others are going to retrieve their balls and come up onto the 17th hole. Mr. Thompson there apparently not having a very good game so far. And there's the old caddy, Mr. Scott's caddy, very faithful compatriot, assisting him throughout the game, handing him the clubs as required, and information and advice as required. So much so, he's now even finding the balls for Mr. Scott. And here we have the second group, now coming down on the 17th fairway. They were getting wrong for having the caddy cart in the green, but they didn't have it there. Mr. Pape lining up for a shot here on the 17th. Watch your back. Mr. Pape shot just off the rough. First group still on the 17th and just finishing off. And the hunt continues for Ray Payne's ball. As to no avail. And Mr. Sibbald are ready to come off on the 18th. Somewhere on the 18th. Glenn Thompson now coming up for the 18th. I know I told you to wait, but you wouldn't. Mr. Scott coming up on the 18th. Oh, a nice little chip. A little bit too harsh though, and onto the edge of the green. Mr. Tibbs into the bunker. And now Mr. Thompson, birdie putt. Lining it up. Shot of about 25-30 yards. And off she goes. Oh, a little bit too much curl. Very disappointing, very disappointing. That's typified by a little disgust upon Mr. Thompson's face. A disappointing shot. And now Mr. Scott lining up. shot of about 9 to 10 feet. And Mr. Sibbs is going off there now. Onto the green, but a little bit too harsh. This is the 18th hole of the first round. Just fell short of the hole. Oh, look at that. 2 balls side by side. Is the bishop side of the apex. And down she goes from Mr. Thompson. And away off for Mr. Scott. And finally, Mr. Sibbald. Just out. And down it is on the 18th. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's the first group off on the 18th. They'll now be retiring for lunch. And we shall wait the oncoming of the second group. In between then, we'll be having an interview with each player as and when they're ready. And here we have the second group lining up on the 18th of the first round. Ray Payne to tee off. Not quite right for him at the moment. And off she goes. Oh, unfortunately, into the bunker. And next off is Mark Pape.